What's up, guys? So this video is going to be a little different than, I guess you want to say, normal. A lot of just metal work and cutting and welding and grinding and different things. The original intro of the video I didn't like it, and then when I finally got everything done, it was messed up. So luckily for me, I get to do this again. There is a lot of okay ands and okay so's and just I repeated a bunch of stuff, and I apologize for that. But enough of rambling. Let's go ahead and get on into the work. Alright, so the logic behind that was that, obviously, you know, on this stuff, let me back up some. This stuff, you guys know, I got to cut it anyways. This here, Eddie came over the other night and was looking at it, crawled up under it, and I didn't even think about crawling under it and looking. The arm was hitting that little apron piece, so it had to come out either way. So I'm going to lay this out. We're going to look at it, see where it's at, see how much I got to cut. That side's already done. That side's not trimmed as much as what this side is. But we're going to get this stuff done and go from there. All right, so let me show you guys what I got going on here. First cut on this driver's side, where this arrow is, I made a mark. I got to go right there, and it's going to come into the firewall. And then, I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. Right there, up and over, I'm going to have to come and cut that to clear, because all I'm doing is just flexing. Or all this is doing is flexing right now. We walk over here to the passenger side. Passenger side, for all intents and purposes, turned out decent. That right there. And it's got to come down. And then, I don't know if you guys can see it, there is that black line right there. I need to trim that. And then I keep forgetting about those. Those need to come off so I can lay this thing all the way out. Yeah. Let me get this going, and I'll show you guys what's going on. All right, guys. So if you want to look right over here, you can see we got all this stuff cut out. And we literally, at this point, if we had enough cut out, could put our tub in. Had to cut some more out of that right there. On the firewall to make room. I did the same thing over here. I had to finally get up into my clutch master cylinder. I was hoping I wasn't going to have to cut that much out, but I did. And then, like I was saying earlier, I was going to get that 1x1 out, and it's out. So, that's what for the night. It's Christmas Eve. We're going to go in and have some dinner, get cleaned up, and go from there. Alright, guys, so it's the next day, Christmas Day. I got the smoker going. I got a duck in here. You guys ever ate duck? I've never had duck. This is the first time, so hopefully it's good. From what I've read, it's a lot like thigh meat, dark meat. Anyways, in between everything, I am slowly working on the truck. I'm going to flip the camera around. Working on cleaning all that up, trimming it out. Still, even after cutting, I'm on that thing just enough. I got to trim that out. But for the most part, mine is right there. That side's good. The other thing I've been doing, get around here to the inside, taking and putting along, getting stuff welded up. I'm gonna keep working on this, waiting on that duck, and go from there. Let me get you guys set up and let you watch a little bit of welding. Sheet metal is some of the weirdest stuff sometimes. As you guys just saw, I mean, tacking, going down the line, no issues. no issues on the bottom. Bottom, I can run a small bead, and it's going in. Top though, one spot I can tack, no issues. Next spot, I'm starting to blow through it. Oh man, sheet metal's fun. So I'm gonna get back on this, and I'm gonna show you guys the finished product. So I got the other. Let me get over here and show you guys. Got the floor welded in on this driver's side. We got it all kind of tacked in. Exception being that little thing right there. I'm going to hold off on that because I'm going to use that as my ground once I get these pieces made in. So on this spot here, took some cardboard and kind of traced out what I needed. And that goes in there just, you know, like that. And it's going to fill it up. But yeah, I took that, came back over here, got that right there, and I'm going to trace that. Oh, I've already traced it. I'm going to cut that out, and we're going to get it in place. All right, so the other night, after I got done cutting that stuff out, I ended up cutting both sides, both pieces out for both sides, and got them tacked in. I say tacked in, got them welded in. And I forgot I didn't show you guys. So there we go. You got the driver's side front, driver's side rear. It's not done. Obviously, I'm gonna have to go back through and clean it up, re-weld it, and then that little gap piece that I was using for the ground for my welder, I'll have to go back in, make a fill piece, and then weld it in. But at least we got some structure going back in. I'm going to knock out this other side, and then I'll give you guys a view of that. I've said it 1,000 times. Well, I say it 1,000 times. I've said it a few times now. Sheet metal sucks. I went ahead and got this side in. This bottom row right here, I don't know what it is. I, for some reason, struggled with that on this this side. I couldn't get a good angle on it, and it took me a while. Looks like chewed bubble gum. But you can see penetration in it. So it's getting late as it is, and I live in the city, so the noise ordinance is now in effect, or quiet time, or whatever you want to call it. I've got the fan blowing on there. The little divot, let me turn this back around. Sorry, you're hearing the fan. That little divot right there. I ended up splitting it with the grinder in 3 spots. Took a punch and a hammer, knocked it in place, and then welded it. Nobody will see it. Once I get seam sealer on it and get ground down and primed and carpet in here, nobody will see it. So I don't know if I'm going to do that on the other side. I may cut it just to look. It may be easier that way, but we'll go from there and see what happens. But yeah, I'm going to call it a night. Well, this episode is not going to end up the way I hoped it would have. I cut it kind of short because while I was working on stuff on Saturday, which I did get the frame horn, the passenger side Z welded in, Jennifer called me. She was taking Braxton up to his first duty station in Fort Riley, Kansas, and that's where that big ice storm, snowstorm, and everything came through. Had a guy spin out and hit him. And I'm going to attach the pictures in right here. So yeah, as you guys can tell, that thing is gone. It is now the 6th, and he still hasn't made it there. He's at my sister's house currently, which is about 2.5 hours from where he's supposed to be, 3 hours. Either way, so yeah, I'm going to cut this video short. It wasn't as much or anything that I wanted to get on the video, but I need to get something up. As always, guys, thanks for following, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.